Hey guys, back again, and today we are talking about how are you going to explode your sourcing business? How can you make more money? We're in this game, we are in this game to make money. We're in the wrong to try and deny that. That is exactly why we're working, exactly why we're putting those hours in, because we want to create change, we want big motion, we want big action, and we want big rewards for that as well. And there's really two ways you can increase your sourcing performance. You can either do a quantity of deals, so you can earn more money by doing more business and scaling and doing more deals, or you can scale by increasing the profit in each deal. So if we look at scaling, by doing more of anything, you're going to get more. You're going to get more rewards. You're going to get more clients. You're going to get more customers. You're going to get more sourcing fees. So that is going to scale. It's going to improve your performance. But especially on your own, I know a lot of deal sources are working on their own. You get to a point where you're like, no more. There's only a certain amount of hours in the day and I cannot fit another deal in because it requires me talking to vendors and clients. And it's not that you've been too lazy to do this, but everyone only has the same amount of time in a day, and scaling your property sourcing business just on quantity, you'll hit a limit, especially working on your own. And then maybe that's the point where you look at bringing someone else in and you can able to scale it that way. But quantity, because it is quite a time intensive job, as in you've got to look at the properties, you've got to find the properties. Quantity is hard to scale in property sourcing once you get to the really, really big numbers, because of the time it takes, and it's not kind of that passive income. There's time involved in every single deal, so you'll scale it up as much as your time allows, but then it'll get to a point where you've got no more time to scale that up, and you'll need to kind of then think differently. So that's a great way to start and scale, and you have to do that, but then it'll get to a point where you need to either hire other people or start to look a bit differently. So you can do that, or the other side is you can increase the profit in each deal that you do. And this means either bigger deals, so you could be looking at portfolio sales, like big juicier corporate sales, commercial buildings, and scale the money wise and the size of projects that you're doing, because obviously the bigger the deal, the more you can profit. Some deal sources will charge based on a percentage. So obviously if you're doing deals with a higher amount, you're going to get a higher percentage as well. Sometimes there's actually no time difference between the cheaper property than a more expensive one, because it's the same exact solicitor's process. Sometimes as you get bigger, especially in commercial side and portfolios, there are a few more hoops to jump through because of the complexity of the deal. So I'm not necessarily saying that it's the same amount of time, because sometimes you're getting paid more because there's a bit more work to do. But you can scale your sourcing business by doing bigger deals, by doing those portfolio commercials, but also like the amount you're saving your client at the end of the day. If you can do a better job at what you're doing, you can charge more. And that's simple. That is across everything. You pay for what you get in most things, and that's the same in deal sourcing. If you are providing an incredible service, you're providing off-market opportunities for below market value and considerably below market value, then you are more than entitled to charge a higher sourcing fee, because you've done a better job. So people are going to pay for it, and people will keep coming back to you. If you do the job you've offered, the job you've promised, and people see that it's working and they're doing well, then of course they're going to come back to you. Because even if your sourcing fee is £10,000, but you've secured them a saving of £20,000, it's a £10,000 saving. Whereas if they went to a different sourcer and they only saved them £2,000 and their cost was £2,000, then why even use the sourcer in the first place? You'd prefer to save the £10,000 for the same price and you both drink the profits. So if you can provide a better service and provide better deals, then people will pay for that, and that is another way to scale your sourcing business as well. So you've kind of got two angles to go at. You've got the quantity, which is amazing, especially once you build that reputation, it becomes a lot more easier to scale that, because people will keep coming back to you and keep wanting more, and people know what you do and how it works, so that can kind of get a little bit easier. But there is always that limit unless you're going to employ other people, which is a great way. But again, I'd look at this side as well, because it's super important, because if you can provide the best service, people will pay for that, people will keep coming back, and it will allow you to grow your sourcing business as well. So I hope that was really helpful. Any other questions, please let me know, and we'll chat soon.